Welcome back everyone. My name is Pratesh here with Kaizen Crypto. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you all are having a great day wherever you are. So to get things started with this video, I wanted to talk about a few different topics here. So what we're going to be taking a look at first, I know a lot of you guys have noticed that the market has just had a huge little double-digit red day. You know, we can see Bitcoin broke under that 10K price point, and we can just see a lot of bloodshed here in the overall market. So we're going to be taking a look at that. I'm going to give you guys my thoughts as to my perspective on the broader market, as well as we're going to be taking a look at the Bitcoin price chart. Nothing too crazy here. We're not going to be doing a whole lot of technical analysis in this video, but just from looking at some of these key indicators, you know, where can I expect to see the price in the month of September? So we're coming up at the end of August. So what is going to be in store for us in the coming days? Also with this right here, some interesting news for you XRP fans out there. So this is exciting. US banking giant PNC is going to be using RippleNet for cross-border payments. So we're going to be taking a look at that article as well. And then finally, what I have for you guys here, talking a little bit about precious metals. This is gold and silver. We're going to be taking a look at the weekly price charts and what can we expect from the price over the next few months till the end of 2019. All right, you guys, well, if you are interested in that type of content, be sure to hit that like button for me. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I post cryptocurrency content like this almost on a daily basis. And any support from you guys is always greatly appreciated. Again, we're almost at 100 subscribers, so I just want to share the love. You guys are awesome, so be sure to stick around. All right, you guys, so to get things started, let's take a look. As far as the overall market, so I guess just a couple days ago, you know, we had a significant sell-off. The price of Bitcoin broke that 10K level. Now, for those of us who are playing this in the long term, this is actually a great opportunity, in my opinion. Again, not financial advice. This is a great opportunity to continue to average in. Depending on your strategy, whatever method you guys are using to acquire your cryptocurrency, I think that this is something that we're going to look back on this moment in time and think, wow, I wish I would have bought more, right? Like, don't be that guy who saw these red prices or these red days and you were just like, oh man, the price is going down, you know, like I don't want to lose money. If you have that short-term mindset, this market is going to rock you. I mean, it's going to, this is a shakeout in a way of describing things. And, you know, for us long-term hodlers, this is going to serve as a way to be able to accumulate, you know, finishing up those positions, whether you're in altcoins, Bitcoin. Just to show you guys as well what we're looking at as far as Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance still kind of hovering here around the 70% level, not actually able to break above 70%, which is interesting. You know, we're kind of flattening out up here as far as Bitcoin dominance. So in regards to Bitcoin and altcoins, I think where we are at right now, you know, whatever you decide to stack, whether it's Bitcoin at under 10K or some of these altcoins at their all-time lows, you know, you're going to be making money here if you're able to hold for the next year or so. So that's pretty much my opinion on that. I'm not trying to shill or sell you guys any type of altcoin projects. Just letting you guys know my thoughts. I mean, for me personally, this is just, you know, another week in crypto, and I'm just using this opportunity to continue to average in at some of these amazing prices. So let's go ahead, moving on here, taking a look at the Bitcoin price chart. We're looking at this on the daily time frame. Nothing too complicated here. You know, I've just got a couple indicators. We've got the RSI starting to look towards going towards the downside. MACD is also in negative territory. So what I would think, you know, if the bull market does stay intact here with this correction, you know, we might come down to this 200 weekly moving average, or 200 daily moving average, sorry. I think that would be pretty significant. You can see that once we broke above it, that kind of signified the start of the trend, the bull market. So this is just giving some time for this moving average to come up and maybe get to these higher price levels. I would think, you know, we have had some confluence here around this level, the upper 8,000s, low 9,000s. You know, I wouldn't expect too much further downside. That would probably be where I'm looking to see the price kind of settle in and find some support. Again, as far as price, I'm not trying to predict what's going to happen in the future. this is just where I'm kind of anticipating that we might be able to find some support. So I'm looking at right around here. I think the month of September is going to be very significant. We've got a lot of things coming out as far as backed, physically settled Bitcoin futures. That's going to be really amazing. It's going to create a lot of liquidity if they're able to pull it off. So that's awesome to see. But yeah, I would expect to see, price of Bitcoin maybe able to find support here around the low 9,000s, high 8,000s. All right, now for you XRP fans out here, so this is exciting news. So US banking giant PNC starts using RippleNet for cross-border payments. So this is really nice because I know a lot of people like XRP. I mean, me personally, I'm not invested in XRP. I focus more on decentralized cryptocurrencies. I feel like XRP is, it's going to be used for banks, essentially. So not holding XRP, not trying to shill to you guys, but for those of you who are into XRP, this is awesome news. So let's take a look here. So PNC, the United States' 8th largest bank with almost $400 billion in assets, has become the country's first to start using the RippleNet blockchain network for cross-border payments. So FinTech Futures reported that PNC Treasury Management is now offering RippleNet-based cross-border payment solutions to its commercial clients, claiming that the blockchain solution will give them quotations here, this is from him, so the ability to receive a payment from an overseas buyer against their invoices instantly, transferring the way they manage their global account receivables and allowing them to better manage their working capital. So MoneyGram partnership bearing fruit. So Ripple, let's see here. I'm just trying to read some of the key points here in this article. Let's take a look. So at the time of the writing, XRP is not seeing a price boost. So in keeping the wider crypto market, the asset is firmly in the red. So that's just along with the rest of the crypto assets that we were talking about. Let's see here. So while the overall XRP trading volume was down nearly 65%, XRP MXN volumes on the Mexican crypto exchange Bitcoin surged by over 25% during the same period of the time that MoneyGram payments into Mexico using XRP went live. That's interesting to see because I know with a lot of the things with Venezuela, with Spain, Latin America, a lot of these countries experiencing these remittances issues, XRP is kind of also being able to bridge that gap a little bit. So, and that's going to be more so with banks, right, like MoneyGram, Western Union. So that's pretty cool. So in June, Ripple had announced its purchase of a 10% stake in MoneyGram, so the second largest remittances firm worldwide, as part of a 30% partnership within, or $30 million partnership within the entity. A central stipulation in the deal was that MoneyGram would begin using xRapid. Nice, 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 very cool. So yes, we're seeing adoption and use case with Ripple. And I think remittances is going to be a huge market for XRP, with countries such as Venezuela, with Latin America, all these countries that are looking to send money overseas. And it's not just Latin America. I know India as well. India has a lot of huge remittance market. So yeah, XRP making huge strides. And then the last thing for you guys here, I appreciate you staying with me. So we're taking a look at precious metals. Now, for those of you guys who are interested in macroeconomics, you know that what we're experiencing right now in terms of the global economy, we're experiencing something that's very unprecedented with negative interest rates. We can see corporate bonds yielding negative interest rates, and with the fiat banking system really kind of coming to its last leg. Now, this is not something that's going to happen today, next week, or even next year. This is going to be taking some time, but we can see that the fundamentals of the entire global economy are slowly deteriorating. And with precious metals rising into the safe haven aspect of the investment, this is really fueling the price. So this is an article that I have from the Technical Traders. I'm going to go ahead and link this article down in the description. So what they're saying here is, as far as the price of gold, right now we're hovering right around the mid 1500s. So they're saying that they expect gold to pause near around the $1,600 level, roll a bit lower towards 1500 near the end of September, and then begin setting up another momentum base to launch into the next rally. So we have definitely seen some significant momentum here. The price was around about 13 and we were able to clear 1500. So that's quite a move. as far as gold. So, I would expect somewhat of a pullback. That's just my expectations, though I could be totally wrong. But it would make sense to see a pullback. And then from there, gearing up towards testing the previous all-time high. Back in 2011, we saw the price of gold touch around 1800. So that's going to be interesting to keep an eye on. I think what we're going to find is throughout the remainder of 2019, we might be able to see some interesting setups for precious metals. And also silver is on my radar as well. So they say that silver is likely to follow gold, but rotate by a smaller amount. So instead of hundreds of dollars, we're talking about a few dollars. So, what we're looking at here, the price of silver around June was roughly $14.50, and we're currently able to clear $18. So very cool to see. So what they're saying is that silver is reacting to the ratio reversion, just as we suggested according to this article. So this move towards the 1875 level will likely result in a brief pause before attempting to rally towards the 21 to 22.50 level. Silver will likely rally beyond 24 as gold continues to push higher. So there is a significant bullish case for precious metals, being that they are acting as a hedge. And this is exciting if you are involved with physical silver and gold, because we can see that this is almost the antithesis of this fiat banking system. There are a lot of really great YouTube channels that talk about the foundations of precious metals. And if you guys would like to know, the channel that I would highly recommend that you watch is called The Greatest Truth Never Told. His name is Chris Duane, and he has been advocating for precious metals for a long time. I've been a long time viewer of his, and he is one of the passionate few who has really made his business about physical silver and precious metals on a whole. So I would recommend that you guys check out his YouTube channel. He has a lot of great value, and I'm sure you guys might find some of his videos interesting. But anyway, guys, that is what I have for you here on this video. I appreciate you guys sticking around. Again, if you did find some value, please be sure to drop a like, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.